Alright. So, what I have sitting in front of me are two very interesting machines. This is a Fantom that was made in 1994. This was the first model of Fantom to offer the HEPA filter. You can see I do not have HEPA filter housing or HEPA filter on it at the moment. Instead, I have the optional exhaust cap. But like I said, this is the infamous Fantom that was seen in the infomercials that made Fantom vacuums known around the country. Next to that is this Johnson Vectron. So for those who have not seen the video on my Johnson Vectron, this is a Fantom. It was made by Iona Appliances. Obviously they made this machine as well. And this predates this vacuum by 3 years. This vacuum was made in 1991. And this is a very early machine as far as domestic backless vacuum cleaners go. It was designed by James Dyson, and it was made by Iona Appliances in Canada. And it was one of the first bagless uprights to be sold on the American market. The first would be the Amway ClearTrack, the CMS 1000, which was a copyright or patent infringement, and James Dyson sued them over that. So, James Dyson designed this vacuum. Fantom Iona Appliances made this machine for S.C. Johnson when they were delving into commercial cleaning products. Because this is a commercial machine, you can see it has a pigtail cord on it. So these were made for commercial use. They were not sold for long. Around 1991, 1992, S.C. Johnson pulled out of the vacuum cleaner business. They also had a dual cyclonic canister that was made over in Europe that was also a commercial machine. But once S.C. Johnson pulled out, Iona decided that they were going to continue to make the machines themselves under the name Fantom. And they would make them for residential use as opposed to just commercial use. So, what exactly is different about this S.C. Johnson than this Fantom? Well, you can see there's no headlights. That was a later addition to Fantom. Fantom added that later on. Let's see. There is no place to put a HEPA filter on this S.C. Johnson. You can see that it's just going to come right out. This is all molded into one piece, so you can't fit a HEPA filter onto this. So originally, this vacuum, all this vacuum has for filtration is the cyclones, and that's it. There's absolutely nothing else to stop anything from going into the motor or out the exhaust. There's not even that plastic cage that this Fantom model has in order to stop some wind in here from going into the motor. You can see this right here, but not present on this model. So that's something else that's different. Now if this wants to go back in, there we go. So what else is different? Because there's a few more things about this S.C. Johnson that are different. Cord clip is slightly different in shape. It's a bigger, more heavy duty cord release. You can see I did rebuild it with some Fantom parts. The wheel cover was missing, so I pulled that off of a Thunder. This came off of a Thunder as well. What else is different? Oh, brush roll. This uses, well, let's see the most obvious thing. Look at that. Who would have known that there was a Fantom that had metal bottom plates and a brush roll with replaceable brush strips. So that is something different in comparison to this model of Fantom. and it appears to be very similar to a Centec nozzle brush roll, this one. So this one, this Fantom, does not have replaceable brush strips. It's just a helix style brush roll. So that's another difference. So they both clean very well. The only other difference is that this vacuum actually has a 10 amp lamp motor. This one has an 11 amp lamp motor, so it does sound a little bit different. Not that much, but I'm gonna both give them they're both gonna get a quick run so you can hear them. I do not have a belt in this Fantom, so I'm just basically going to run it just for you to hear it quickly. I'll do another demo video on this Fantom later, but I'll just give this a quick run. Not much to see there. Obviously I don't have a belt in it, so can't really use it for carpeting, but mainly just to compare the two machines. Let's put this Fantom out of the way. More interesting is this because not many people have heard one of these things run. So this is a 10 amp lamp motor. It's going to be a little bit loud. The motor was just rebuilt by a friend of mine, and there was a bunch of crap in the fan, which does not surprise me because this vacuum has no pre-blown filtration. So let's see how this thing runs on this carpet. This is the kind of carpet that would have more been meant for this machine to clean because it's a commercial machine. So let's see how this Vectron works. So that is the Johnson Vectron compared to the Fantom. Very unusual machine. Very primitive technology compared to stuff today, but for its time, you know, it was quite revolutionary. So, hope you enjoyed the video.